gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn òdì mo kí wa pé akóbójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí mo kí ẹ̀yà mo kí Yorùbá mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mo kí àbúrò èmi ọmọ yín olólùfẹ́ yín ayọ̀ ọpẹ́yọ kí ọlọ́dọ̀ tí yín náà ní agbára lọ́wọ́ àṣẹdá ayé ọpẹ́ a máa yọ fún èmi àti yín kí ni mo mú wá fún wa lọ́jọ́ títí òní.
Table it up in the Senate. Does it make sense? Now you are saying that if we are to go, we are only in 5 states. Who told you that? Who told you we are only found that? Okay. Who also told you that only Igbos will be in Biafra? Do you think it once your name is Ikechukwu, you will not be in Nigeria anymore? That is not how a nation is being created. If you divide Nigeria today, some people will be answering Kelechukwu.
Okay, Okora, I would like Simon to reply to you because Simon is actually pushing the agenda of restructuring in Nigeria.
Well, exactly. Yeah, I think
so, Simon,
what you just said pinched me a little bit. And if I must tell you the truth, sincerely speaking, if the Igbo...
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
...will hear me. The fight now should be centered on referendum towards ensuring regionalism. I don't want people to jump into conclusion before you hear me out. Referendum centered towards regionalism. And in regards to regionalism now, once regionalism is achieved, whatever name you decide to call it will now be your own issue. To address Okoro's issue in regards the military will remain on its own as a sovereign tool for the nation. But at the end of the day, even this kangaroo deployment of the military to go and be doing police work that you are seeing, that is making the military to be everywhere, I am telling you, will cease. Because all regions will be up to the task. And let me burst your bubble. Do you know that, sincerely speaking, the only difference you have in regards you and the Yorubas is when you say you want to go. But when you say regionalism, I am telling you the body language of the Yorubas is already showing that they themselves are tired of the backwardness of the North. Am I lying?
No.
It's just because they cannot come out and they don't want to come out and say it. And the concept of we want to go has been criminalized now in the minds of individuals. That they feel we want to go is a criminal whatever. But let's achieve referendum first. Referendum will not give birth to, it's not just all about coming to say the 6 geopolitical zones come and go. You go on your own, or Igbo go on their own. What was the status quo initially? How should we go? Which region are you giving us? We and these people are alike, and this is how we feel we should go, or whatever. In the spirit of that, at the end of the day, that when you now achieve regionalism, the incompetency of Nigeria as an entity will now be very glaring.
Okay.
Do you get it? Everybody will now see that it's very glaring. But when you
most of the time, and I agree with you. But the question I have for you now is this: an armed robber break into your house with AK, and he's telling you he wants everything. How are you expecting that armed robber will sit down and negotiate with you? Our leaders, these so-called leaders, I used to work with them many years backward. They are not ready to give you regional government because regional government will actually stop their criminality. And these people are not ready to stop this criminality.
And you look at what I'm saying now, it's not gaining traction because it's coming from one side, which is the Igbo part. But by the time you now talk of regionalism, the Yorubas becomes an active key players. And even some silent minority too becomes active key players. It ceased to become an Igbo agenda. It now becomes a national issue that every right-thinking individual wants. Okay. Every right-thinking individual wants. So in this situation, no be Igbo man they talk am.
Okay. Let Methusalem come in before we go to A point, because A point want to ask you a question. A point disagrees. But let Methusalem come in first. Methusalem on mute.
All right. Is it my time to speak?
Yeah, it's your time. Let me give you 3 minutes. JP, you will come in. JP, you will come in. Oh, your battery is dying.
No.
All
I
right.
just want to talk to Methuselah before dropping.
Okay, talk to me. I will give you 3 minutes to talk, then Methusalem will go on. Because we need to drop you, because I know you cannot speak for a long time.
Yeah.
Talk. Talk.
I greet everybody in the box.
Yeah.
Mazi Simon K, God bless you, brother. You are making a lot of points. Mazi, Methuselah, I need that Biafra flag, and how will I get it, please?
JP, this is not our topic.
I don't write. I'm tired. I really need it, please.
No, JP, listen to me.
Emboss me,
JP,
no
people
problem.
who are selling it online, there are millions.
I don't try online. The one I bought online is no good for me. So, but I don't write
Okay,
you
Mazi,
before my
reply him now, Mazi. That is his problem. Mazi, reply him.
I will. No. Like I said, I will now take recognition of it. Now, after now, just write me on my.
Okay.
DM me.
God bless you once again, Mazi Simon.
2 minutes. I'm at work, please.
Okay.
Can I continue?
Okay, Commander.
Yeah.
Methusalem, please give him 2 minutes. Yeah,
2 minutes, yeah, please.
Okay.
I greet all of you. And the reason why I sent the request initially is when that old fool was here. You know, he was saying exactly what Fulani wants. If you read the history of how Hausa people were conquered, they used people like that. And the history of Ilorin, it was Afonja. So when you have somebody like that, you have to bring another Benue person in. So the person will be listening what somebody who has a gray head is talking.
Commander, but we all know that he's not from Benue State. He's just lying. So I don't know. So were you carried away with his lies?
Okay, another thing I want to pinpoint. Simon was saying about referendum. We know how good luck Jonathan.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
Was ruling, and what he put in place, Buhari came in and squashed it. During the 2023 election, all their mantras was they are going to be restructured. Nobody is talking about that. The former, what's the name? Shetima said that restructure my food. So nobody is ready to do that. They know what they are dodging, running away from that.
Okay, Commander, you should go back to work and you join us when you can.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Mazi, over to you, sir. Please, it's a camera show. If you come up, you open your camera, please. If you cannot open your camera, you go down so that we'll see who is talking. We don't want to be mingling ourselves with people we don't need to be.
All right.
Okay, continue.
For those of you that are just seeing me for the first time, I am Methuselah Wande Mekisedek, a member of Indigenous People of Biafra, a die-hard supporter of Biafra, and Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is my leader. I support Eastern Security Network. They are called ESN. They are there to secure and safeguard our mothers in the farmland, even though they try to create another platform to deceive our people. But thanks to Chukwuka, we are now on the line. Now, the population of Cape Verde is not more than 700,000. They are 611,000. They qualify for World Cup. Nigeria is 200 and something million people. They could not qualify. What does it show? All this statement of the unity is our strength is just a lie. We must unite according to our common value system. We are not. We are only just trying to deceive ourselves. Now, a point, you made a very compelling argument. Let me just agree with you now, in the sense that you said that the British came, with the constitution that aligned with Christianity and Catholicism, just like you said. And having that statement in your mind shows that you're also fighting to make sure you upturn it. Now, if you can agree with me that yes, they brought this constitution that aligned with Christianity, and the summary of this constitution tends to formation of Nigeria, then why are you clamoring to be against those who are planning to disintegrate that place? We need to go our separate ways. We are not one. It is hard to speak. Some people that speak it, like Simon said, they want to criminalize people who are talking about freedom of their own people so that people cannot talk. They want to welcome any other thing, anything that has to do with united. Let us form the general system of government. Everyone will smile. But I cannot unite with anybody. We'll have different value system. I am a human being, a human being. The same way I see an Hausa man, the same way I see a Chinese person. That's no different than human being. We don't have any commonality. Now, let's come to the cow life, which is the reason why I said Simon must talk. Maybe Simon, you were not here when the man spoken and he has gone down. He said there's no unaliving going on in Middle Belt, that he's from Benue State. And I was a little bit disappointed. I said, as old as that man is, he said nothing like that. He's calm. Even he said the one that are happening, it is the Benue people that are unaliving the cows. In other words, the Benue people that unalive the cows, the Fulani have the right to unalive them. And I asked him, so you're telling me that if my property is being destroyed, I should unalive human being? He said yes. I said, that's why we cannot live together. He asked me, if it happened to me, like Igbos are traders, if somebody, a Fulani come destroy my trade, what should I have to do? I said, I will report to security agencies. He said, no. Now, that comes in a play. We are not one. It has nothing like speaking it out. You know, we are agitating to be free. But the government are creating enemy among us.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on, let me finish now.
Let him finish his submission.
Let me finish. Nah, I don't know why you are bringing people here. Hold on.
I'm sorry. You know, we cannot dictate. This man is changing his name all the time. Continue, sir.
So, what am I trying to say here? We have been clamoring for unity. We have been clamoring for betterment of Nigeria. And I made mention of Fela Aníbọ́lá Kútì, a very good man. Through his music, we understood that even in the past, people are crying for betterment of the government. Even through the Sonny Okosun, they put those things in the songs. We have listened to them. Many of us weren't born. So we are still in that same game. The same today, regional system of government. Any Igbo man that agree on regional system of government is a fool. Because that is what gave rise to unaliving of more than 3.5 million children. So I cannot come and sit in one table with a Fulani man, Hausa or Yoruba man, talking about regional system of government. In other words, I'm justifying the unaliving of my brothers and sisters during 1966 to 1970. And in summary, you see all the issue of hold your leaders accountable is a game. We are not going to fall to it again. We know where the problem lies. People that are governing us are not being elected by us. They were imposed. And that's the same thing you people tell P2B, go to court. Because you know that he cannot get anything there. And they went to court, and then they destroyed them. And we're not going to fall to that victim. So let me just, because of time constraints, what we are here is to discuss issues. We are not enmity with one another. We must look each other in the face and tell ourselves we are not one, but we are human beings. So all we need is total separation.
Okay, yeah. Simon coming.
Just a minute, please.
Yeah, Simon, Hercules, wait, you will come in. Hercules.
Just a question.
Simon coming.
Metu, when you talk about actualizing Biafra, no need for regional government. What concept are you having in your head? Is it that the 5 states, according to where you have Igbos now, are you agitating for them to go with the 5 states, or you are equally agitating that more states should be added to them? First of all, that is question number 1. And secondly, you quite agree with me that the population of Igbos scattered across the nation entirely, I think it's almost more than almost half of, or more than half of the populations of Igbos you have in Igbo land. And these Igbos we are talking about have businesses scattered in the north, have businesses scattered everywhere. So by virtue of achieving Biafra on its own now, it now entails that they are no more of the same country. And whatever the other country decide, if they decide they don't want them, like if the Igbos go on their own now, they not have their own country, and they say we don't want Igbos in our own country, there's no law that they are violating, right? And vice versa, any other part. So are you now saying, first of all, the first question leads to this, first of all, if you are to go by 5 states, do you think the 5 states contains the Igbos and ensure viability in all aspects? And what now happens to their businesses scattered everywhere? Because once you remove the name Nigeria now, it now becomes that they are foreigners in this land. And in regards being foreigners now, is either they decide to grant them visas or whatever to stay or asylum or whatever. So how do you see these variables?
Okay.
Nice to have your question, and I think I'll be also very delighted to answer questions like this coming from such of caliber. That is why we need referendum. And I want to tell you, brother, after 1966 to 1970, the war did not stop from the opposition, which is the Nigerian state. That's why they continue to create these states now you want to use to identify me. If I want to ask you who created Abia State, who created Anambra State, who created Imo State, all these things were created to divide us. We know who we are, and that is why we are opting for referendum. It's not by force. It is called a referendum. Referendum is a process by which you give people opportunity to decide where they belong to. It is not by force, brother. And then coming to the issue of once we created the Biafra, that what happened to businesses all over the places. That is why it is not by force. We are not fighting. I want us to begin to learn the way others do their things. If, like what you said, I'm in Austria. I didn't force my way here. They granted me visa because they said this is what and what you have to fulfill. If I don't have it, I won't be here. So if our people who are in Nigeria don't have what it takes to be there, they should return. Many of them should return back home. Unless, like what you said, there's no need of granting them an asylum. They have their own country. If they will have a country of our own, people will fall back and do their business.
No, Metu, the first question is not answered.
Okay, now, no, hold on.
Are you establishing Biafra by the 5 states that you have that is associated with you, or you hope to have more states going with you?
Hold on. That's why I said referendum.
In that referendum, what are you looking at, Metu?
I'm coming. Okay, there's Igbo people in the. Do you know if you are from? I don't know where you're from, but I know you're from Middle Belt. In Idoma land, we have our people stuck there. If you go to Edo State, a place called Ibanke, we have our people stuck there. If you go to Delta State, and normal people, we have our people stuck there. We want to give them opportunity to decide. I don't want to be part of those places, or I don't want to join us. Even Anambra State can say, I don't want to be part of Biafra. We are not forcing them. It's a process to decide, I want to join, I don't want to join. It happens everywhere in the world.
It's still the same question now. Because talking about Biafra now, we're still talking about land here. Are you saying they should come and join you in the 5 states? Or they should cut that part because they are there and join them to you?
Where they are is where they were before they divided us. This is their land.
I know. But what I'm saying is, under the existing structure now, they are not categorized as Igbo states. They belong to another region entirely. So are you saying they should cut from that state and add to your state, or the people should live there and come and join the 5 states as it exists at the moment?
Hold on now. What changed is the name, not the location where they existed. This is their place. It was carved out and called another name. What is Niger Delta, if I should ask you? What is Delta Igbo, if I should ask you? What is Delta Igbo? What's the meaning of Delta Igbo?
We're still saying the same thing. No. What I'm saying is now constitutionally they exist as another different entity that doesn't belong to the Easterners.
Simon, I understand where you're coming from. Simon,
okay.
I have a video where Gowon, Mazi, 1 second, where Gowon stated that the reason why he divided the Igbos is to make sure that no region of Nigeria have the capability or the power to divide the unity of Nigeria. So if we have the head of state that break Nigeria into more states, why are we disturbing? Maazim Metusalem is telling you that referendum is the only civilized and democratic way for people to choose where they want to belong. Me as an Igbo man, I can choose that I want to remain as a Nigerian. Then I will follow Nigeria and go. Their land doesn't have any meaning.
Pastor, you guys have not answered what Simon is saying, and that's what I'm interested in.
We have answered.
Okay.
I am here to ask a question.
Yeah.
Please let me ask my question.
What Simon is asking, the other people who are in other states, you have them in Edo, you have them in Delta, you have them in maybe at Benue area. In your referendum, are you going to involve the state government of those areas to do your referendum, or you just want to make them come down to Anambra or Imo to participate in the
Okay,
referendum.
but
And
at least
after the referendum, excuse me, hold on first,
from what Gowon said,
after the referendum,
listen, sir. From what Gowon said, it means that the Igbos who are in Ibanke, who are from Edo State, they were divided purposely to make sure that they are not in Igbo. But if you check, listen.
Hold on.
If you check
I understand
their land,
that was in the 60s. Yeah.
If you check their land, you will see that their land is even in Igbo land.
But a lot of things has changed now. But
nothing has changed. It is just lying. We are just lying to ourselves.
Annie, just 1 second, please. 1 second. Let me use this thing to clarify what you are asking. We have a state being in process. I don't know whether they're finished. It's called Anioma State. Anioma does not shift because they are called Anioma and wanted to be included in Southeast. Anioma remain where they are. What changes their name? But they are not being recognized as Southeast. Nothing changed. They remain, their culture is the same. Their market is the same. Everything remains the same.
I
but they're not aligning to the government of the Biafra. That's all.
Can we ask honest questions? Please wait.
Okay,
please
ask honest questions since we are lying. Ask honest questions.
First of all, sorry.
Canterbury Road.
Okay, you cannot. Okay, someone else can talk.
Okay, so can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you, brother.
Okay, now it's very simple. Now I want to ask, why did the Southern Cameroonians, Mr. Methuselah, why did Southern Cameroon break away from the Eastern Parliament prior to the independence of Nigeria? Why did they break away?
That has to do with what we are discussing. We are not here for
good. Hold on now.
We are not here for saga.
Now I'm going to tell you why.
No, you don't tell me. No, you don't. You are not.
I asked you. You said it doesn't. I asked you a question.
You don't educate me. Just make your submission. Normally, I'm not supposed to respond
don't worry.
to you.
Hold on. Marginalization by a particular group created that animosity between the Southern Cameroonians and the old Eastern Parliament, or the Parliament House in Enugu. And they decided that they prefer to join the French-speaking Cameroon rather than to be with Nigeria under the auspices of the Nigerian state, under the Eastern, what do you call it? Southeast. All there.
In 2.6
now,
kilometers. Turn left onto.
Can you hear me?
Parade.
We can hear you, but what you are saying doesn't make any sense because you don't even know what
relax
you're saying.
Now. Let me finish now. Let me finish.
I told you
listen to me. It's no sound. When you're going to hold this referendum, in Nigeria, this referendum is going to be held and accepted. The referendum is held. You get majority of the smaller tribes, the smaller nations joining you. In the parliament, who is going to be majority, Mr. Methuselah? Which tribe particularly is going to be majority in this Biafran setting?
Okay. Well, what our option is confederation. You know what is confederation?
I do know what confederation is.
We are not trying to run federal system of government. We want to run confederation. Everybody should manage their resources. We have their own representative who sees their own affairs. I told you,
under the umbrella,
what we are discussing.
It's the same thing now. Under the umbrella.
That is the same thing.
Hold on.
That's what
Hold on now. Kai,
Hercules, that's what Simon is. That's what Simon is saying.
Wait now.
Okay.
I'm saying the point I'm making is the confederation you are talking about under the umbrella of the Biafran state. Who is going to be at this helm of affairs? Because there are individuals or there is a particular person that will say, okay, we are making decisions collectively. So who is going to be majority in this particular dispensation? Is it not going to be the Igbos? Now, you in your statement, Mr. Metu, you said that Idoma is they have 5 market days. So therefore, they are part of Igbo. You are joking. I personally am Idoma. I prefer to be unalive by Fulani.
What is the king in Noma land called? What is the king? What is the name of the title? What is the title of the king in Noma land?
Nobody will join an Igbo man.
Calm down.
It will never
I
happen.
told you, it's here for saga.
Everybody wait.
It's not saga. Nobody will join an Igbo man. It will never happen.
Everybody wait. Hercules wait.
Oh no.
Hercules wait.
Okay,
Everybody mute. Everybody mute. Everybody mute.
It's saga.
Everybody mute. Everybody mute. Please.
Oh, is it by force?
Okay, thank you. You just wanted.
Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.